Howdy everybody, and welcome to my wonderful adventures in the world of Total Warhammer multiplayer. So, something very interesting and unique happened. I didn't play against Norska, which is incredible. I played against the Wood Elves, so I saw Arguelon and I'm like, wonderful. Trees. So let's go against trees. We're gonna go against trees, wonderful. So let's pick on Grim because I am having quite a good luck with him so far. And I'm like, okay, we're gonna meet trees, so Treekin. So let's build something that is immune to psychology because my front line is gonna get scared away, and I can't have that. So long beards are a pretty good idea. Then I got a couple Thanes because they are awesome. Picked up a runesmith, and I left the forge fire, removed the rune of oath and steel and the rune of wrath and ruin for some reason, but I did and accept it now. Then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna need these guys and slayers because trees, of course, large and a lot of armor, and then some thunders, you know, and a cannon. And with my remaining money I picked up some dwarf warriors, and then what else did I pick? I can't seem to recall right now. But there's... oh, right. Forgot to do that. Yeah, that's much more like it. And then I gave some chevrons to my longbeards. So I went with that, thinking I'm probably gonna meet trees. So yeah, that didn't happen. I was seriously out there. Just... well, you will see. You will just see. It was gorgeous. No trees! Wonderful, just a shit ton of Way Watchers, some of these fools. A Glade Lord, or Lady, a Glade Lady. Glady. Right here. Waystalker, I think his name is, and a Lore of Life Spellsinger, and we were fighting on Helfen. Now, you're like, so why did you say that didn't go well for you? Well, because of that. Look at that. What he did was basically deploy his melee troops all the way back here to just chill. His Glady, oh, yeah. His Glady was on a drag. For some moment I thought that was a hawk, and I'm like, wait, that's not right. His Glady was on a dragon, and then he flanked me with a bunch of Waystalkers. Way Watchers, not Stalkers. The Waystalker is this fool, right? And what happened? I'm like, I cannot stay on the swamp because swamps give penalties to my guys. So I started moving to a place where there's no swamp. And then, boom. I'm like, oh snap. Oh shit. And then I instantly moved my thunders into position to start shooting at them. But check this out. You're like, why are these guys so expensive? This is why. Look at their health. It just evaporated. And I instantly start moving some infantry to start chasing them, but then I realize if I chase them, he will just kite me, he can shoot at me, and he's faster than me, and I will just get tired. So I'm gonna fast forward a lot in this fight because I got absolute. Look at that. That was a wonderful shot into absolutely nothing. That was also a wonderful light spike. And then he starts shooting and picking me apart. Look at that. Shooting at the Grumbling Guard. I move my runesmith in, so I can use my rune of... whatchamacallit, my rune of negation. Of course it's off cooldown. It's on cooldown, not off cooldown yet. And I start moving my frontline forward, and I'm like, well, I should have kept on with this, but with my entire army I should just left my cannons behind and just bolted towards his front line. Because these guys are just... something shot at them? I don't remember doing that much damage to them. What the hell? And they all have... I don't get it. Well, I can get these guys. I'm shooting at them, but whatever. And this guy's shooting at me too. And then after I move my front line forward, I'm like, well, I cannot split my army. No, I cannot split my army, but I should have moved all of my troops forward and just rushed these guys into... just absolutely rushed them. He moves in his Gladian, charges my cannons. I see that, but too late, and my Slayers are a bit out of range. And it is at this point where I'm like, he uses his little net to just trap my Slayers, and he starts shooting at them, I think. No, he just absolutely shreds my Grumbling Guard. And I pull my front line back. And this is where I kind of doom myself. Because I do nothing. Is at this point where I'm doing absolutely nothing, and I'm just sitting here and eating it like a champ. Not really like a champ. I'm gonna fast forward this because this is kind of embarrassing, but whatever. That's why I'm a noob in this game after all. Now, I did get outpicked. Don't get me wrong. This army was very well chosen to just absolutely thrash my guys because I had a lot of anti-armor, and he has... the thickest armor he has are his pants. But that's not saying much. At some point he will move his front line forward for me to engage, but honestly he didn't need... well, he kinda did, but kinda didn't. This goes on for quite a while, because I just sit here, look at that. I'm just sitting here and letting him pick me apart. It's absolutely gorgeous. My dwarf warriors got wrecked. And yeah, it's not pretty. No, I lost. Big surprise. What I should have done is... I mean, yeah, sure, I got outpicked in the army selection screen, that's true. I couldn't have foreseen that. I should have had that in mind, but that's why I'm a noob in this, in the multiplayer thing of Warhammer. But even that, what I could have done is... so yeah, there's trees. Why did I deploy so far back? I could have deployed way more forward. This is where he moves his stuff in. Way more forward, and the instant I saw him not having any trees and having just some Eternal Guard guys way out back, I should have gotten the hint of, oh snap, there's something hidden, and just bolted right towards them. Because sitting here, I cannot catch these fools. Where did they go? The hell are the Waystock? Huh? That's probably a bug in the replay, because they didn't die. They were still out here. Maybe they're hidden. I have no idea what happened there. Anyway, so what I should have done is just... I couldn't have caught... there's no way I would have caught his Waystalkers, Waywatchers, whatever their name is. And I didn't have enough skirmishing power in my Thunderers to take them out, so I should have just attacked. Because as it stands, my army could have beaten his in a melee engagement. Easy. And there I send my Thane to do the right thing and just fight this guy. The replay is bugged. I don't know what is happening here. Because I'm pretty sure my Runesmith died, as did my cannons quite a bit, as did these guys. No, I'm not sure. No, they're still going. I'm confused. And this guy just... what the hell? Okay, that didn't happen. This guy died. Yeah, this replay is bugged all the hell. but I'm telling you, I would have loved for it to have turned out this way, for his archers to have magically died. But it is at this point where his archers were about here, and he just rear charged me because he was out of ammo, and all of my guys evaporated. And at some point in this replay, I am left with just Ungrim, who is fighting against just a massive swamp of enemies. And then I give up. I'm like, well, it's only Ungrim, he's unbreakable, he's gonna stay there until he dies. So I'm like, yeah, okay, you can have this one. This is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. It's funny because it's showing that I'm winning, actually. I don't know how this happened. And this is where I just give up. So what I could have done strategy wise is just attacked him, because these guys, when they just got into the scrap with his Eternal Guard, they just beat them up big time. Ungrim did too. But his Wave Watchers just wrecked my entire army. It was not even funny. So army pick wise, what I could have done, well, had I known that he wouldn't have brought any trees, of course I wouldn't have brought the Thunderers nor the Longbeards. I would have probably ditched these guys and these things, and I should have gone with a lot of Rangers. Now, why not Quarrelers? Quarrelers have more armor, sure, but it's the shield you want against the Wave Watchers, and they have a lot of armor-piercing missiles, so not having any armor actually helps you instead of the Wave Watcher, because he wastes all of his AP ammo. Plus, these guys have stock, which means that they stay hidden, and they reveal themselves when they're far too close to the enemy, and they shoot them. So I should have brought I should have gone ham with just a lot of stuff, and these two to just tackle, or Thunders. Nah, these guys are cheaper, so I would probably have gone for these two, and just attacked his flying bird, and then brought just dwarf warriors, just simple dwarf warriors, and not that many slayers. Simple dwarf warriors would have been a very good idea. So with this army, I would have had more of a chance. I would have probably still lost, but at least I would have had a lot of crossbows to tackle his guys, and I would have been in a far better position. Another idea was pick just a bunch of miners and with Rangers and just advance deploy everybody, but that would have been risky and gimmicky as hell. So take note, don't assume the Wood Elves are going to go for trees just because they picked Anguilon. That's not saying anything at all, this is just nonsense. And apparently Wave Watchers and Stalkers are very good against dwarves, so I should keep that in mind. Now, why did I pick the dwarves and not some other faction? I mean, if I had picked the Empire, for instance, that would have been pretty easy. I would have just had some cavalry and just run down the Wave Watchers. I said it correctly? Holy shit, I said it right. Anyway, why did I do that? Well, this is every week I'm gonna pick a faction and play the hell out of it, so I can at least learn something. I don't know what I was hoping to aim. I guess I figured out that making a more balanced build, not armor-piercing trees. I mean, if my problem with the trees, I could have just picked these guys. These guys would have done a pretty good job of dealing with the trees. I didn't even need any support. And then just picked a bunch of Quarrelers. If I was not sure that he would go for Wave Watchers, Quarrelers are still not a bad unit. I mean, picking a bunch of them. These guys don't have shields, so Glade Guard would have been a problem, but I could have shielded them. But I could have shielded the Glade Guard with these guys. Pick I don't know. Still pick Ungrim, why not? I mean, Ungrim is pretty good, I think. And don't pick the Axe of Drago. Sure, pick the Axe of Drago. And as for heroes, I like runesmiths, and actually runesmith, I don't need that. Runesmith with these things would be a very good idea, because their armor, they could use more armor and damage resistance, and would have been cool. Or I could just ditch these guys, actually, and pick a Rune Lord on his Anvil of Doom. Actually, this is a much better idea, because I can... A lot of the elf shooting has magic, and by a lot I mean the Glade Guard. Look at that, they have magic missiles. Wave Stalkers don't. Holy shit. Oh, I thought this was Sunder armor and I got scared for a moment. But trees, if I'm not mistaken, have magic attacks. Yeah. So having this guy, give him this, and now all of my dwarves have 25 plus 15, 40% magic resistance. Charge resistance, immune to psychology, yes. Armor piercing, no need. There's plenty of armor piercing in this fight. Don't need that. Keep those, why not? Actually, these are pretty expensive. Anyway, have this guy, and my dwarves are very tough now. And I have a lot of skirmishers, a lot of these guys. And from this point on, I can pick a couple of Thanes to make up some melee heroes to help me out. And I mean, I can do a lot of things here. I think. If I really want some armor-piercing missiles, I can pick some ranges with great weapons for even more archers. And these guys can handle themselves in melee too. So, and if I really want to just, I mean, I can put in more guys here, can't I? Get the Grumbling Guard to help with these guys' vigor. These guys are incredible. And then just get some more dwarfs. Oh, look at that. That's a lot of armor. That's a lot of Dawi. This is actually not a bad army against elves. Look at all these missiles. And all of the Dawi have just insane magical resistance now. And this guy has physical resistance, missile resistance, magic resistance. He has all the resistances. And I have 158, so I can pick some nice stuff. This makes him unbreakable, we don't need that. Wait, I can, hang on, there's something this guy has. Silver Horde Vengeance, yeah, 36% charge bonus. So all these guys now have, well, actually their charge is shit, so maybe that was not such a good thing. Potion of Strength, maybe? Potions are pretty cheap. Potion of Speed. That would have been silly. But yeah, probably give them this guy. A look at that. Incredible. But yeah, I think this would have been a far better plan. It could have tackled the tree build because that's a lot of armor piercing. A lot of it. Plus these guys. I could tackle the Wave Watchers a bit. Not that much, but I would have had it. I would. Basically, this guy, quote unquote, counters. I was going to say a far worse word. Counters the Wave Watcher build because there's too many dwarves and the Wave Watchers don't have enough ammo to kill them all. This is actually not a bad Wood Elf counter build. It has no artillery, but if the other guy just swamps you with Wave Watchers, your idea is to just charge forward and try and get at his infantry. Sure, you'll get tired, but so will he. This is actually a good plan. Anyway, if I play against Wood Elves next time, I will probably test this. This is pretty cool. So, see you soon, folks.